today.
All right.
So let me start by saying, the movie's great. You guys are all great in it. I'm definitely curious about the way the collaboration between the three of you. You told me some interesting stories about the audition process, and I'm sure you were just offered the role. But how did you guys work as with each other to, establish the characters and?
Well, we it was just a lot of discussion, really. I mean, initially, David and I ended up sort of chatting a bit, and once we got to Adelaide, we had a week of rehearsal, really, in a hotel room, which was really just about the three of us, working through the script and understanding and just making sure that we all felt like we were at least on the same page as far as the questions we wanted to ask, and so that when we sort of headed out into the desert, we didn't have all the answers fully formed by that stage, by any means, but we certainly knew how we were going to be able to sort of explore together. And it's something that's hard to sort of explain, really. I just think we became, in sort of...
Particularly on this one, because, as you've seen the movie, it's very elemental, and you can imagine that on the page it's, there's a lot of... They aren't characters necessarily that immediately present themselves to the reader.
Mm.
So there was work, there was lots of conversation to be had.
If you could all talk a little bit about the challenging conditions. I know it was, really air-conditioned soundstage work, not, a lot of green screen, but being serious, could you talk about being out there in the elements?
It was difficult getting those Winnebagos over the,
down
those dirt roads and stuff.
The amount of times that all the trucks just got stuck because they weren't roads. And so you're working on dirt tracks, and then these poor people's farms and stuff. They had one road to get to the farm, and it's destroyed afterwards. Pretty dusty conditions sometimes. It was great though. I mean, because you are dealing with the heat and the flies and all that sort of stuff. But you're also, every time we went to a new location, and we moved sort of towns either every week or every few days or something. So we were sort of experiencing and seeing new mountain ranges and open spaces that were just extraordinary. So it was kind of inspiring as well. So you had both going on.
Well, I'm also curious. You guys you're doing such a character as you are. How was it in between takes? Because you're playing people that are so different than the way you actually are in real life. At least I'd like to think. Mm-hmm. What was it like between takes? Were you trying to maintain any sort of energy or laughter?
I think we
laughed a lot.
I think we did laugh a lot in between scenes. It was pretty light on. I mean, we certainly, it's that thing of feeling like you can't stray too far away, but, because you're in the hands of everybody who's working on the movie who all respects the same thing, that everyone's respecting what you're doing, and it's not like someone comes and expects you to sort of, be super jovial or whatever. But I think there was room for us to have a bit of a laugh in between scenes, yeah.
All the locations as well, it was kind of easy for you to, as soon as you turned away from the crew and just looked at, you're in the world, 100%. And so just walking to the set, I can still feel what it felt like, just walking to, as soon as someone says they're ready, you turn around, it's just like...
you're there.
Yeah, it's like, you just have to turn around.
I understand. I'm already out of time. Congratulations on the movie. It's really great. And I'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.